Hello people, it's your boy Usman back again with another video. This time it's Manchester United vs Anderlecht in the Europa League. Exactly what I'm thinking. Who the hell are Anderlecht? Yes, I've done a bit of research. No, I'm chatting shit. I've done no research. Because who gives a shit? They're in the Belgium league. They got one player known as Tillemans. He's the only guy that I actually know and I've heard of. He's kind of rated. The other player is some guy called Lucas. I don't know his second name. Good luck, searching up and, trying to pronounce his second name. Because God knows where they found him from. But yeah, that other side, apparently he's injured. He's the main striker. He's got about 19 goals. That other side, their team are nobodies. Should Man United be hammering these guys? Flipping, of course, it should be hammering these guys. If we were playing these like the Champions League in the group stages, you'd be thinking, Mans have got an easy group, an easy passage, an easy 3 points. So what difference does it make if it's 2 legs in the Europa League? For me, it makes no difference whatsoever. Nothing but a win. It should be, satisfactory for a club like Manchester United. And by the time I watch the preview when I do the reaction video, and if we do lose, I'm gonna look like an absolute twat. But I'm willing to put my neck on the line. We should batter these guys. I will do the score prediction, a bit later on. But let's talk about our team. First things first. How do I think Jones is gonna line up? I don't really know what Jones is gonna do. He's probably gonna play Marouane Fellaini, but I think Timbo, Usmaantalksunited is a future Man United in that CDM position. There has been a lot of talks about Man United signing this kid Tillemans. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody else does, about, oh, I've seen him play week in, week out. Yeah, apparently you've all seen Monaco play week in, week out, and you've seen Mbappe, and you've all been scouting Mbappe since day one. Don't chat. You know what? I'm not going to go about saying, oh, Tillemans is this, Tillemans that. I've not seen enough of him. Why would I? He plays in the bloody Belgium league, yeah? But that other side, I don't think we need a CDM. Potentially, if we're going to get CDM, probably someone like a Matuidi who's a bit more experienced. He can pass on his knowledge to the likes of Usmaantalksunited. For me, personally, Usmaantalksunited is, the future of our CDM sort of dilemma, so to speak. I don't really want us to buy someone who's quite young, like a 23-year-old CDM who's going to grow with the club and grow with Pogba. I want that man to be Usmaantalksunited. But so, what I'm trying to say is, I think Usmaantalksunited could easily play this game. But will he play this game? No, he flipping won't. I'm just going to do my team selection or what Jose will do. First things first, that man Romero in there, why not? De Gea, we don't know, is he staying or is he going? Apparently he's injured and apparently he's not going to be playing for this game anyways. But Romero has registered 9 clean sheets, which is absolutely fantastic for a backup keeper, so he does the job, and he was fantastic, in that last game on the weekend. So moving on to the back 4, I believe Valencia's back, so we gotta put the beast back in there. Antonio Valencia right back, centre back partnership Roja and Bailey. I think they're the only 2 people that are possibly fit, but to be honest, I would play them anyway. For me, they're the best people we've got currently at the club. Left back, I would love to see Luke Shaw play again. I thought personally he was absolutely fantastic. I did say in my match reaction he was the best at the back 4 for me, and then, like I said, I'm not being biased at all, but I think Luke Shaw was absolutely fantastic. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he created the most chances in our team, bar Mkhitaryan maybe, I don't really know. But that all aside, Luke Shaw left back, midfield 3, I'm going to go for Carrick, Herrera and Pogba. Fellaini for me is a return to Belgium, so he might be decent, but to be honest, they're probably going to park the bus. They're going to be wanting at least a flipping draw to take something to Old Trafford. But that aside, for me, Carrick, Herrera, Pogba, it's a no bloody brainer, Jose. But will Jose do that? God knows what Jose is going to do. On the right, Mkhitaryan. On the left, Anthony Martial. Up front, that man's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. No need for Lingard for me. No need for Rashford. Yes, Rashford got his goal. Very happy. Now, I wouldn't mind if Rashford actually played over Mkhitaryan, to be honest, because it's a bit of a confidence boost for Rashford. Hopefully, he can carry it through for the rest of the season, like I said in my other video. But let's talk about Manchester United, let's talk about style of play, and let's talk about the opposition. So first things first, Manchester United. First, I just want to pick up on a couple of things that I said, in my match reaction to the game that we just won on the weekend. First things first, prior to the goal, we were very slow, very laboured, and for me personally, I think that comes down to the centre mids. The quicker you move the ball from defence to attack, you will dictate how, the attacks are going to go for starters. And second of all, if you move the ball slowly, it gives an opportunity for the defensive teams, so in this case Anderlecht, to set up shop. So if you move the ball quickly from A to B, so our defense, to their flipping box, they're not going to have opportunity to set up. So what I want to see is people playing the balls into the channels, people playing the ball in behind, people running off Zlatan, a lot of movement and a lot of balls going forward through the bloody lines. I'm bloody sick or tired of seeing this pass, side football. I don't understand what we're doing against the likes of Anderlecht. We should ripping them apart, Arsenal won ludicrous like in the Champions League. I think it was like 3-2 and 6-0 or whatever. Basically, the reason I'm drawing this comparison is I remember when they won those games, and we were absolutely slagging them, saying, "Oh, you can only beat Farmers, you can't beat anyone." And to be fair, it's been quite, it's been proven right, because they've only beaten Sutton away in the last 5 games. But that aside, just want to talk about the comparison. So what I'm trying to get at is the fact that if we end up flipping winning, Anderlecht and getting through to the next year, which I personally think we definitely should be doing, I don't want to see United fans getting carried away and thinking, "Oh, we're back." Yes, we're building a bit of momentum, and yes, it's fantastic that we're winning games, but you need to be realistic in these situations. Massively low opposition, yeah? First things first. And second of all, I've said it on numerous occasions, it's going to be easier passage for us to get to the Champions League via the Europa League, and I'm not going to take that statement back, because the games in the bloody Europa League are on paper, we should be winning all of them. I've said it many times, Lyon are the only threat that we've got, every other team, if you had them in a Champions League group stage, we should be beating them, and we'd be very disappointed if we didn't get through a group stage with teams remaining in the flipping Europa League. In the Premier League, we've got some of the top hitters still to play, so for me, I think, Europa League is definitely something that the players should be raring and up for, because it's an opportunity for us to actually get back in the Champions League and sign the likes of flipping Anton Griezmann next season. But that aside, like I said, our passage of play has been very slow, moving the ball down to wing. It's gonna benefit them, let's be honest. They're gonna want to bloody push it down the wings. They're gonna play with a compact, I'm assuming they're gonna play with like a 4-5-1, very compact midfield. They're gonna pack the midfield, they're gonna dictate the way we play, which is obviously them pushing us down the wings, because they know, if they've done any bloody research on Man United, every time we've gone down the wing, we've not had much success and not had much joy, in the scoring departments. So if they've got a bit of common sense, they're gonna push us down the wing. So what I want to see is the ball played into bloody Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Mickey, whoever's on the pitch, I don't really care, Pogba, Mickey, whoever it is, get the ball to Zlatan's feet and run off the big man, because he holds it better than anyone I've seen at United for a flipping long time. And I swear to God, he's that Berbatov the way he holds the ball, brings people into the flipping game. But no, seriously, let's get the ball through Zlatan and actually play it through his feet, get people running off him. Let's get a bit of flipping movement off the ball. I don't want to see the first, similar passages of play. I've mentioned our passages of play has been very predictable recently, and prior to the Zlatan, a bit of brilliance, it was the flipping same thing. You could copy and paste this shit in every game. I don't want to see us going down the wings, playing the ball side to side. Let's move with a bit of intensity. Let's get an early goal and put them on the back feet. They're playing against Man United. They're not going to be expecting anything to be easy for them. Let's not make it easy for them. Let's not go down the wings and just keep whipping the balls in. But that all aside, like I've said, I'm very confident going into this game. Who the bloody hell are Anderlecht? If they beat us, lads, you can take the piss out of me. I'll give you free reign. And if they beat us, right, and they kick us out, we do not deserve Champions League via the top 4. So don't please be saying to me, "Oh, Usman, you thought we could win the Europa League, blah, blah, blah." If we don't win the Europa League or at least get to the final, right, it's a flipping disgrace, because our squad on paper should be beating any of these teams. And let me just put that out there. So if we don't beat any of these teams, we're just as bad as Arsenal this season. An absolute flipping disgrace, yeah? But that aside, I'm going to go for a score prediction of 3-1. I think it's going to be an open game, especially because we're going to score very early. I've got a feeling we're going to score very early. It's going to be that man Mkhitaryan, because he loves a good European game. No, but that, all jokes aside, I think Pogba's going to flourish in this game, mainly because, it's going to suit his style of play. He's going to have more opportunities to have a bit of touches on the ball. In the Italian league, if you watch the Italian league at all, I have watched a couple of games here and there recently, just to kind of see what the situation is. Napoli Juventus was absolutely disgraceful. Both teams were absolutely shocking. I know Juve are a very good team, but just the intensity is not there, which is why Pogba flourished so much in flipping Italy. So this is another opportunity for him to flourish against lesser opposition, give him a bit of confidence. Hopefully it's a game that, boosts the players' confidence, going to that Chelsea game, which is absolutely massive for us. That's the only thing I'm using this for. Another bloody catalyst to bloody boost the players and build a bit of momentum. 2 wins on the bounce. It's a nice change from draws. But like I said, all aside, I'm going 3-1. I'm very confident that we score early. I'm not really sure what we're going to do defensively. It's been very inconsistent, but that man Valencia is going to be back. If Luke Shaw's playing and Jose picks a team out, we're going to absolutely flipping hammer him. If Fellaini's playing, I don't know what to expect, because Fellaini moves the ball slower than my grandma does on crutches. But that all aside, hopefully Man United get the points, and hopefully Man United win, and hopefully we're taken back to Old Trafford and we flipping pummel them into the ground and get through to the last 4 and win the Europa League, because I've been flipping put my neck out on the line weekly on the Europa League kind of BS. But that all aside, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're new here, drop a bloody subscribe. The man is passionate about United, even though I've got Sheffield United top on. Ignore that if you've seen it. But yeah, drop a like, drop a comment on your opinions about your predictions, your team cheer. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Or I'm just chatting BS like I always do every week. Or anything else you want to let me know, any opinions in general, what you think we should do with Pogba and Fellaini or whatnot. But that aside, it's been your boy Usman. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come on United, we can do this.